Hello students, this class is for class 9 and we were discussing about the gas laws. So today's class we will start from, that is, what is gas law. So for a gas law we can say that the behavior of gases under known conditions of pressure, volume and temperature is known as gas law. That is, gas law is actually some behavior or characteristics of gases, and why it is mentioned that is known conditions of pressure, volume and temperature. I have said earlier that these conditions affect the behavior of gases. I have seen that with increasing temperature the pressure is increasing, and with increasing temperature volume is increasing, and that means these conditions are affecting the behavior of gases. So when we are studying the gas law, we have to find that behavior of gases at a particular pressure, volume and temperature. We have to take a particular pressure, volume and temperature as fixed, and then we have to study what is the behavior or characteristics of gases, and that is known as gas law. So these three are known as standard variables, that is pressure, volume and temperature. These three are known as standard variables. Why standard variables? As any one or more than one between these three vary that affect the behavior of gases. If we alter any one condition between pressure, volume and temperature, if we alter any one condition or more than one condition, and that will affect the behavior of gases. That's why these are called standard variables. So there are some units for measuring pressure, volume and temperature. For volume, you know that the unit is, for volume is the in unit centimeter cube, in unit liter, in unit meter cube. These are some units we apply in case of volume. So, and there are also decimeter cube, centimeter cube, meter cube, liter, decimeter cube. So there are some conversion relationship between these units. So we can say that 1 liter equal to 1000 meter cube. 1 meter cube equal to 1000 liter. 1000 liter. This is one relationship, and you can also say 1 liter equal to 1000 ml equal to 1000 centimeter cube. 1 liter equal to 1000 ml equal to 1000 centimeter cube. Actually, these relationships you have to apply while solving some numericals regarding gas law. So these are volume units, and what are pressure unit? So pressure unit is, first we have to study atmospheric pressure unit, and what is 1 atmosphere. So you know what is pressure of a gas? The force exerted by gas molecules per unit area of the surface or per unit area of the container wall. That is known as gas pressure. So you know that our planet is surrounded by air. The atmosphere contains air, and the force exerted by that air on the surface of the earth, the force exerted per unit area on the surface of the earth is known as atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure. So atmosphere contains some air, and that air is giving pressure over the earth's surface. So the force applied by that air per unit area of the earth's surface is known as atmospheric pressure, and the atmospheric pressure is represented as ATM. In short, atmospheric pressure is represented as ATM. So what is 1 ATM? It has a particular value. We can calculate 1 ATM. So 1 ATM is equal to the pressure exerted by 76 centimeter of mercury, 76 centimeter of mercury, and as I have said that other conditions should remain same. So 76 centimeter of mercury and the temperature is at 0 degrees Celsius, where the standard gravity is 9.8 meter per second square. At standard gravity, 9.8 meter per second square. So what is regarded as 1 atmospheric pressure? The pressure exerted by 76 centimeter of mercury at 0 degrees Celsius temperature and at standard gravity of 9.8 meter per second square. If we take a column of mercury and if the length is 76 centimeter, where the temperature of that condition is 0 degrees Celsius and gravity is 9.8 meter square, then the pressure exerted by this 76 centimeter of mercury is known as atmospheric pressure. The density of mercury is 13.5 gram per centimeter cube. Density of mercury is 13.5 gram per centimeter cube. This is the density of mercury. So the SI unit of, this is the general unit of pressure. So the SI unit of pressure is Pascal. SI unit of pressure. Pascal. Okay. So 3 units of pressure, that is one is Pascal, second is atmospheric pressure, that is ATM, and other is in terms of mercury, that is centimeter of mercury, millimeter of mercury, like this. So what is the relationship? You can say that 1 atmosphere equal to 76 centimeter of Hg equal to, convert centimeter to millimeter, 76 millimeter of Hg. Okay, and there is another unit that is known as torr, equal to 760 torr. TORR, torr. Torr is another unit of pressure, and that is equal to 1 atmosphere equal to 760 torr. So these are units of pressure and the relationship this will need when you are counting or solving a numerical. And the third is temperature. You know that there is a relationship between Kelvin and Celsius scale. So gases can possess the temperature below 0 degrees Celsius. The temperature of gases can be negative, and we have added to the concept of Kelvin scale. Kelvin scale. And we have gained the concept of absolute zero. Absolute zero. So you know in Kelvin scale this absolute zero is minus 2733 degrees Celsius. In Celsius scale the minimum temperature is 0 degree, but we have seen that gases cannot possess a temperature below to 273 degrees Celsius. That is, it is the minimum temperature a gas can attain, and lower than 273 degrees Celsius a gas cannot attain. So this is the absolute zero temperature, because at this temperature the molecular motion ceases. We have discussed all this. So this is absolute temperature. So whenever we are trying to convert the Celsius temperature to Kelvin scale temperature, what will be the relationship? So Kelvin temperature is equal to degree Celsius plus 273. Like if it is given 30 degrees Celsius, so this temperature is in Celsius scale. We have to convert it in Kelvin scale. We have to convert it in Kelvin scale. So 30 degrees Celsius means 30 plus 273. That means 30 plus 273. That means 303 Kelvin. Kelvin is represented by capital K. Capital K means the temperature in Kelvin. So Kelvin temperature, if we add 273 with degree Celsius, it will be converted into Kelvin. So if it is 30 degrees Celsius and we are trying to convert it in Kelvin cell, just add 273 with this. So that is the relationship. So whenever we are going to solve any numerical, we have to apply this conversion, because in any gas law the temperature is used in Kelvin scale. Degree Celsius scale is not used in the gas laws, only the Kelvin scale you will study later, that Kelvin scale is used there. So that is the whole thing. So in the next class we will start from the pressure and volume relationship in gases and also the Boyle's law.